You started to shining when you was very young. If I remember, you have recorded your first album with Shining when you was 14. Why you have started to do music? Why you started to do depressive black metal, and how the Shining lyrics are influenced from Niklas' life?
Yeah, and you're speaking to Niklas. So, hi. The point is, no, it's a very interesting question. I started doing things at a very young age because when the young age, I didn't have a lot of friends because I had older friends, right? And the black metal scene back then was basically non-existent. They speak of a black circle there and blah, 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 but basically 6 guys there and 5 guys there who are 12 years old. And have these are burning churches when you can burn hospitals instead, you know? And I don't know. I wanted to create something that it was actually... I wanted to be a musician ever since I saw Guns N' Roses, you know, the Paris show on the Use Your Illusion tour, you know. And I just knew that I could do something that, because I've always had this manipulative part of me, so I'm able to make persons say, like, do this, do this, do this. If they don't do it, use violence. And I learned very, very early on that I had a capacity of doing this, but no one else did. So that's why you have, 76 members. But the point is still, again, as I said, this depressive, suicidal black metal thing. That was a mistake of me, because I called it that, and now you have 2,000-3,000 bands who call themselves what I created. And it kind of pisses me off, because Shining has always been, you know this, you should know this, and it should be brought up all the time, because it's such a stupid thing that people don't understand it. Like, if I didn't start my band because I had a problem with my girlfriend. I started a band, and that made problems with my girlfriend, you understand what I mean? And if it didn't, I made sure it did, so we could create a new song. The thing is, Shining has always been, no matter what people say, hasn't he committed suicide yet? No, because I'm waiting for you, bitch. You know? This is the whole thing with Shining. Shining is a weapon that is directed against the listener. And it's not like, I recorded these songs because my girlfriend didn't give me a birthday cake, you know? No, but you know what I mean? I despise this whole black metal thing, like the genre, and we are here to change that now. Maybe not with Shining, but there is some things that's gonna come up that's gonna turn things around.
You started your collaboration with Nergal from Behemoth in 2019.
Mr. Leukemia.
Yeah, I look at you. You started your collaboration with Nergal in 2019 in the album of Me and That Man, New Song, Same Shit. And you collaborated with him in the EP A Forest. How was born this collaboration?
No, actually it started with Nergal asked me to... I was living in Ljubljana at the time, and he called me up, and, Behemoth was really at their peak. And he asked me if I was interested in singing a song on the new Behemoth album, and I don't remember correct, but I said no. But I said, yeah, but we have some covers too. He thought that I would fit perfectly for The Cure. And, I have to just point this out, that there's a lot of bullshit going around about Nergal, Well, number one, he had leukemia. Boo-hoo. He survived it. That's pretty fucking cool. See, he survived Russian prison. He made The Satanist, which is a fantastic album. He's a fucking great businessman. And people, this is the same problem they have with, Shining, when we start to make money. Although that money went into criminal activities instead of fucking, buy a dark throne vinyl. Point is, what I'm trying to say is that I'm kind of fed up with hearing shit about Nergal. And actually, I never liked people, I'm not really a people person. I might look like a people person, but deep in your heart that I'm really not a people person. I see that smile. You know what I mean. I want to shoot. Anyway, the point is, what I'm trying to say is that he said, and I said, yeah, sure, this the thing is that Carpathian Forests, not the Frost, which is a great friend of mine since, I don't know, 1922. You know, like so old, it's fucking old and small, like every fucking Norwegian. And we were basically, they did a really cool cover for Black Shining Leather, you know, and that was one of my favorite albums. I won it on poker, you know, actually, poker game with our old drummer. I won everything he had in his whole home. Then he wanted to win it back in billiard. But when I was drinking back then, I was 12, 13, something like that. I could play pool when I was drunk. so he lost everything. Anyway, the point is, it was cool, you know. I like Nergal as a person. I mean, I appreciate good businessmen. And, I mean, now he's in court all the time for this blasphemous charges in Poland, all this stuff. And, I mean, you know, kudos to you, motherfucker. I mean, I believe in him, but I like coffee more than he does, no matter what he says. And he never had the same girlfriend, you know. The point is, he has this, and then one night he was with Corey Taylor and all those, you know, fucking people that is a bit more mainstream than I am, because if you look at me, you know, I met up with Slipknot last year. It was the last show I did with Hartwall Arena with Behemoth, and trust me, I've never seen so much guards in my whole life because I was there, because there's some reputations going around, you know? And I'm nice. But anyway, the point is, what I'm trying to say is that he asked me to do Me and That Man, and he sent me over a lyric, and the lyric was horrible. You know? No, I mean, horrible. There was like one line that was like, you know, yeah, this sounds like, you know, the small young girls' pussies will get wet from. But I changed everything. And I called him and said, I changed your song. What do you mean? You know? And they go, well, I did it good. I made it better. And he loved it. And, you know, I think I don't want to blame Nergal for being a bad lyricist or anything. But at the end of the day, Nergal probably just did it like a test to see what I would do. And then we did a video with that, but I swallowed 2 bullets. I was supposed to only swallow 1, you know. So the point is, you hear what I'm saying? The point is, I tried to watch some interview with the guys. I said, you know what I mean? I remember back in the days when I said, fuck you. That was the only thing I could say. What happened? Corona happened, right?
Yeah.
So, no, but the thing is, so I did Me and That Man too, but I thought it was called Me and My Man. That's really fucking funny, man. Imagine like they call me up from Metal Hammer and go like, so what are you doing now? Like, I'm doing this thing with Nergal. It's called Me and My Man. It's like the most homosexual thing. Ugh. No, but I'm happy with it, and I consider him a friend. And now I actually work together with Inferno, the drummer from Behemoth, on different things. So they're good people, you know, whatever fuck that means today.
You have done a documentary with Claudio Marino. You can talk about it.
What do you mean? I haven't done a documentary with him. He has done a documentary with me. He followed me I know the guy from before. He's a really good guy, and he's actually a little bit Italiano, you know, but a very good friend and very good vision. I mean, I wasn't interested in what he did with Eric, for example. He did some documentary about him, and I mean, I've known Eric since I was like as small as a Norwegian black metal guy. So, but the thing he did with the fighter, the MMA fighter, and with the little swastika, that was cool. Now I saw the Adam Nergal movie, and okay, I have to be, you know, I'm always honest, and this is my problem, but I didn't like it. It wasn't good. I don't know why. Maybe it's lack of communication between the Polish and the Italian. I don't know. Have you ever tried to talk with the Polish guy about how life works and how you want to cut together stuff and other stuff? Exactly. Nothing wrong about Polish people. Nothing wrong about Italian people. It's wrong with all of you. You know that. Just like it's wrong with me. But Yeah, blame it on Corona. Yeah, I have to ask you a question. What do you think about it? Do you think that it exists, or was it created by?
I don't know. I think he exists, but he was created for me. They was created for do more money from government, from politicians.
So we should kill them all.
He exists, but it's not. It is a big problem because the people will die. That the people have just a problem with breath, for example. More old people than people from your age, my age, was asymptomatic. They don't die.
What age am I?
34. I don't remember when you are 34, 35.
Thank you. 25, but 37. No, but sorry for interrupting. But just what I'm saying is that this is all a sham. This is why I don't know if you follow what happened with Shining lately. I decided to take a step back from all this fucking industry bullshit because basically I am the letter writer and they are the fucking postman, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Then I started Hössu in the middle of this, and now for the first time ever, which is kind of cool because you have a small show and you're going to be the first one to know this, and people are going to get angry with you and me, and it's really funny when they get angry, when the comment section goes up, hey, no fratello, So I started a new band with a friend of mine who I hadn't met in 10 years, and he was in jail for isolation in 13 months isolation. Now he goes to jail for 10 years and 6 months. So we decided to record an album together. The band is called Seger, which means victory, which gonna be probably discussed by Antifa because, that's what they do these days. And then we have Inferno on drums and the guy from Mayhem, Ghoul on other guitar, and our little Chilean motherfucker, the most horrible, beautiful guy that has ever walked this earth, if you like the earth. And that's Alvaro from Vatain. And we're recording an album now. And it's going to be horrible just so he goes into jail now in about 5 weeks. So before that, we will have recorded, the guitar and click. And Inferno goes in, and it's going to be a different black metal album. It's going to be called All Hail the Decline of the Western Civilization. And every percentage of every cent that is being made, like on t-shirts or whatever for this, is going to go straight into something which we would try to build up to make black metal criminal. To make sure that criminality instead can be the cornerstone instead of, whatever shit they do Dungeons and Dragons. Nothing wrong about Dungeons and Dragons and Simpsons and stuff like that, but we want to put black metal and make it dangerous. So all of us are actually doing this band for free. So every cent that we make is going to be invested into a future fund that is going to promote black metal bands to commit crime throughout the world. Crimes in every form. And isn't that really what we need? I do Shining, which is not black metal, and then I have another band on the side where we just, throw away every fucking cent. And I'm so proud to have my brothers with me to do this because it needs to be a change in black metal, right? Or what do you think?
No, I think it's a good project. It's a very interesting project. I won't listen to the new album of the band. I was very
It's going to be fantastic, but you have to buy it so the money can go into something that's going to destroy another person's life.
To destroy another person's life? I can destroy another person's life just if this person was my enemy.
My friend. We are all enemies at the end of the day. What I'm trying to say to you, though, is that if we invest into future criminality and make black metal criminal, what will be criminal is up to you. We don't give you the instructions. We just give you the funds to try to. and this is what we're gonna do. So Seger is coming, Hasul is coming, Shining is coming, and my label, the Sinister Initiative, which we had a lot of problems with because of fucking horse, disappearing, and I am being pulled to court because apparently I'm the criminal, which, yes, but not in this case. I'm not the criminal.
Yeah.
He just fell. Anyway, the point is, it feels really good to have done this interview with you, to have done it with someone that's a bit younger and that has a different perspective, and I can see the fire burning in your eyes, and that means everything to me. This is what black metal should represent, and this is what black metal should be, because without any fire, how can you put... So, thank you for the interview. Anything else you want to ask?
Yeah. No, I have just last question. Last question is to talk about your book. You wrote a book recently.
The horror books?
Yeah, horror books. I think.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what happened. With Corona, nothing works. So obviously, wait. Can I see a cigarette?
Yeah.
What happened with actually the factory burnt down. The first one. That's typical Niklas, and then after that, I read through the book and I say, man, I need to change some shit, because it's actually 3 books, and it's being divided into different kind of decades. So it's like the first one is focused on the last 10 years. So it's contemporary horror, but the small little thing. So I decided to rewrite a little bit about it, but it's still going to be released as soon as possible. That's okay. Thank you so much for the support. Next time I also hope to see that you grow, because you will. You have the potential not a lot of people have.
It's an honor if my favorite singer tells this to me. Thank you.
Thank you for calling me your favorite singer. That means a lot to me as well.
Thank you.
So continue with what you do. Don't give up. Fuck up the world.
Don't worry.
Thank you.